Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our online webinar. My name is Vito, and I'm an education counselor from AECC Jakarta. So I would like to warmly welcome you in our online webinar, Future Proof Your Skills, Study Master of Science in Computer Science in Southern New Hampshire University. So with me today is Daphne from the International Recruitment Representatives from the Southern New Hampshire University. So in these sessions, we'll discuss key aspects of studying in the US, particularly in SNHU. So we'll discuss what to prepare, why SNHU is a great study destination, and how this program can add value to your future career. We will also explore maybe potential scholarships, career opportunities, and much more. So I know some of you are excited about this topic. So feel free if you guys have any questions to ask any questions about your study plan in the Q&A sections below. We'll do our best to answer them. So maybe without further ado, I will hand it over to Daphne so she can start the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vito. And hello, everyone. My name is Daphne. I'm from Southern New Hampshire University in the United States. I am the marketing manager and for international recruitment and agents. I mostly work with my agent partners, but I also attend virtual fairs like this one and present to future students about what kind of university SNHU is. So once you start your application process, which I hope in the coming days, that you won't be working with me, but you will be working with our amazing admission team and with your admission counselors. So, but if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to talk to AECC counselor, and they will have our contact details and will pass on your questions to us. So today I will be giving a presentation about SNHU. Feel free, like Vito said, to drop any questions in the chat, and we will address these questions later at the end of the presentation today. Or if you have questions or concerns that you felt like you wanted to address sooner, feel free to interrupt me. I wouldn't mind. In the middle of the presentation, just raise your hand and I'll call you out and you can ask your question and open up your microphone. So I will start sharing my screen. And Vito, let me know if you want us to give it a few more minutes for more people to join.
Yeah, I think we can wait 2 more minutes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oops. So not this one. Meanwhile, I can tweak my technology and start sharing. Okay, let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Okay, awesome. So this is us. This picture is actually taken at our graduation ceremony. We have a very large facility located in the city where the university is, and that facility is like a huge performance arena where bands and performance arts shows will going on in this arena throughout the year. But every year because we own this place, and so every year we will hold our graduation ceremony there, and it's such a big event. Students, graduates, parents, friends, faculty, everyone will be there just to celebrate you. And you will walk down the aisle and the principal will hand over the diploma to you, and you will have the opportunity to take photos and celebrate with your friends and families. It's just a fantastic event if you're a graduate student from SNHU. Yeah. Okay. Well, Vito, just let me know when you want me to start.
Yeah, I think we can start.
Okay, sounds good. So, yeah, this is Southern New Hampshire University. Um, so I will move to my screen. And before we start, I want to show you a video about, our campus and location and everything in general. Hopefully, this will be a good opener for our presentation today. So here it goes.
At Southern New Hampshire University, our international students are a welcome part of our supportive on-campus community. And with more than 70 majors to choose from, as well as STEM programs with the opportunity for optional practical training, the degree you earn at SNHU can take you almost anywhere.
SNHU was the perfect place where they had the program that I wanted to study. I think the diversity and the culture that SNHU has, I think that is where I found the match. And I was like, this is definitely the place for me to go.
I live in dorms, and I actually had a chance to live with American people. I was pretty nervous. Like, I was like thinking how I'm going to communicate with them. I don't speak their language, but I make great friends, and I had a really great time on campus.
From finding your passion and meeting new people to preparing for what comes next, Southern New Hampshire University is a safe and supportive campus where you can achieve your dreams.
The campus is very safe, if I have to say, whether that be day, night, evening, morning. Here, the professors make sure that you get your things done the way it is supposed to be done, and so that it's fulfilling to you too.
When I arrived the country, we all faced like culture shock, but everybody was so friendly. They helped me. For example, I'm working in the dean office. All of my colleagues, they're like literally my family. I don't feel like homesick because of these people around me.
This would be a place for someone who is just thinking of going abroad, especially in the United States, to just fulfill their dreams and have fun and enjoy that every college moment that you've been looking for.
To learn more about the international experience here at Southern New Hampshire University, visit snhu.edu/international.
Okay, here it is. So I hope you enjoy the video. So about SNHU's background, we were founded in 1932 as a nonprofit private university. We are accredited by the New England Education Commission of Higher Education, and we are fully accredited to issue diploma and degrees for undergraduate, graduate, and doctor's degree. And we are ranked one of the most innovative universities in the Northeast region. The university is located in Manchester, New Hampshire. If you look at the map on the right, where the dark blue part is the state of New Hampshire, and the larger light blue part is what we call the New England states in the US. I do need to call out, and I feel very proud of this, that New Hampshire has been ranked one of the safest states in the US. We are actually top 3 safest states, and the other 2 safe states are Vermont and Maine. So as you can see, this part of the area is really, just the perfect place and ideal place if you want to be an international student in the US, given the current situation. I know it's a lot going on right now. You guys see a lot of news on social media, on TV about the United States. And I want to say that if you come here, you won't feel as much affected. You will be having a very good studying environment and living environment here for you. So that's just something I need to say. And our campus is on over 300 wooded acres. It's about 1 hour's drive to the city of Boston. If you see the little dot here, that's Boston. We are about an hour's drive there. And also within 1 hour's drive, you will reach beaches, lakes, and mountains. It's a beautiful place in New England. All the natural scenes and just outdoor events that you can explore will make your study and living here very comfortable. And we are a career-focused university, and there are about 70 programs for you to choose from. Some of them are undergraduate, some are graduate, and we do have one doctoral program here. Right now, there are about 3,000 students on campus, and some of our famous programs are in business, IT, social sciences, and engineering. And we do represent students coming from over 50 countries in the world. So even we are a small student body, it's a great variety. As an international student, you will enjoy all kinds of support and benefits on our campus. For example, you will have international student service support to answer all your questions about your visa, your travel documents, your work permit, and you have academic advising to help you, how to better schedule your study plan. And of course, you can use facilities like the library, the learning center, wellness center, diversity center, and public safety. We also have a prayer room for students who have their religions when they need to pray and have a quiet time. We do have a separate place for students to use. So we're very respectful of students' individuality and their religious. So I want to talk a little bit about housing because a lot of students care about that. 85 of the first year undergraduate students do live on our campus. We have a beautiful campus living facility here. Many students can choose to live campus if they want to. It's not compulsory, so it's not a must. You don't have to live on campus if you don't want to. You can look for your own housing in nearby city of Manchester. There are plenty of housing options there. But if you like, you can choose to live on campus in the community with international students, with domestic American students, and become part of the university community. So that is a great option. And there are many housing options to choose from, like traditional resident halls, apartment halls, and one single bedroom facility, 2-bedroom rooms, and 4-bedroom suites. So you can choose from all of these. And here's another video I want to show you guys because this gives you a view of what a student's life on campus will be like. And, once you become admitted into SNHU, how your vision will be like.
Okay, you can start it because that was kind of. Okay. Gotta start. Sorry, that was my fault.
At Southern New Hampshire University, you can make yourself right at home. Whether building your community in the shared rooms of our traditional residence halls or exploring your independence with our apartment-style options, each of our residence halls is unique, with options including fitness centers, laundry room, a pool table, and even a community garden. Whether you're relaxing, studying, or connecting with friends, you'll have all the amenities you need at hand. High-speed internet access and an active calendar of social events means you'll always be connected. No matter which housing option you choose, safety and convenience are part of the package. Living on campus puts you in the center of the action, near to your classes, dining options, library, and other university buildings. Getting involved on campus is easy. So whether you're coming from New Hampshire, out of state, or across the globe, you can call Southern New Hampshire University home. Learn more at snhu.edu/campus.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video as well. And I want to move on and talking a little bit about academics. We have three academic schools. We have School of Business, School of Arts, Science, and Education, and School of Engineering, Technology, and Aeronautics. Across all of these schools, we offer undergraduate and graduate programs, including STEM programs. If you haven't heard what STEM is, STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So students who study STEM programs in the US will be, reverse back. Everyone who studies in the US who receives a degree will be able to apply for up to 1 year of working time in the US. And that's 1 year of, we call it OPT, which is occupational practice training. So as a student, you can work in the US for up to 1 year on your student visa, and that's totally allowed. But for STEM students, you can apply, you will be eligible to apply up to 3 years of working time in the US. So say if you are a student graduating from computer science, after you graduate, and if you don't want to go back to your home country, you want to work and live here in the US for longer, you can work here on your student visa without causing any problems. And it's your legal rights to stay in the US for up to 3 years if you can find a job to support your visa and to support yourself. And for STEM students, it's a great advantage and benefit because you can apply what you have studied in the real world working place in local companies and just to accumulate your working experience, practicing in real life projects and working with local people. So no matter in the future, if you want to go back to your home country to find a job or stay in the US to continue to work in this industry, you will have already gained so much experience when you were a student. So this is why most of the international students who come to study in the US aim to study in the STEM area because that will give them the most return on investment results. So at SNHU, we do have a lot of STEM programs, including a 1 year STEM MBA, which is a Master of Business Administration degree, and you will be able to complete it within 1 year. And after that, you will be able to work in the US for up to 3 years. So how good is that? You spend less time in your study in your course, and then you will be able to work and start your career for up to 3 years here. So I think that's a great option for international students. And we do offer ESL courses from beginner to the advanced level. Okay, so next slide. And this is just a list of all the STEM programs that we offer here at SNHU. I know it's small, the words are small, and there's a lot of information, but this is just to show you how many courses we offer here in all the different areas. And don't worry, you will find this information on our website, and I will share this flyer with your counselors at AECC. So don't worry about writing anything down or remembering it by memory. For SNHU, a lot of the students here are graduate students, so they have completed their undergraduate degree and they want to top up a degree here in the master field, and that's why they come to SNHU. So most of our master programs can be completed within 4 semesters, which is 16 months. And of course, our STEM MBA can be completed in 3 semesters, which is 12 months. And for all of the graduate programs, we do not require you to have any previous working experience. So some students have just graduated from college and they want to go straight up to master's. That's great. If they have worked a few years and want to come back to school and top up with a master's degree, that's also fine. And don't worry, if you want to study a computer science program but you worked as a high school English teacher, and that's fine. We don't require you to have previous working experience. We don't require you to study the same background in college. So whatever you studied for your bachelor's degree, you will be okay to apply for the computer science or any of the master's degree at SNHU. All undergraduate majors will be considered. And of course, there will be internship and co-op opportunities available through your department for you to get in touch with the real life projects during your study here. And this is our School of Engineering, Technology, and Aeronautics, where a lot of STEM students call it home. It is a state-of-the-art building equipped with the most advanced technologies, cutting-edge technologies in the world right now. We have labs for robotics, aeronautics. There's a 3D printing lab. There's a VR lab, and we have a drone arena, wind tunnel, machine workshops, and we have area vehicles and everything. So it's just a great place for students to do their science experiments, to study STEM programs, and you have all the facilities and equipments ready for you to use for free. So talking about academics, I want to touch back on our main topic today, which is Master of Computer Science, which will be offered at SNHU from fall 2025. So starting from September this year, SNHU will launch this new Master of Computer Science program. It will be our first intake. So if you want to get in this year, I think this will be your best time to apply. Because for our first intake, we will take as many students as possible. So you will have a better chance of getting in to apply for this fall. And of course, it will be taught in this beautiful building on our campus. So, oh, sorry, come back here. This program is designed to, meet the growing demands of, for advanced skills in computer science, and it's built for students who are looking to deepen their expertise in this most in-demand area in technology. Note that this is a master's program, so you have to have a bachelor's degree to be able to apply to this program. And I'll go to the next slide. So in our Master of Computer Science program, you will learn how to make smart decisions about using the latest technology and software. You will learn to improve your problem-solving skills. You will learn to build strong software engineering knowledge, and you will learn how to find new ways to solve real-world challenges with computers. And if you're excited about working in technology and programming and creating solutions, this program will be the best fit for you. It is a hands-on program. What that means? It means that in this program, you won't just learn theory. You won't just sit in the classroom taking notes and learn about theory. You will actually apply what you learn to real-world problems. So you will get hands-on experience from the latest technology to design, to build, and to improve software systems that solve real challenges. We will also explore some of the most exciting areas like artificial intelligence, data analytics, cloud computing, and which are all the skills that are in high demand everywhere in the technology companies right now. But we don't just focus on building on helping you to become a technician. Okay, you're people and you need people skills, right? So we'll also build important soft skills like communication, teamwork, project management, which will help you to stand out to employees, especially for international students. You do need this part of training to help you to not only be good at your technical part, but also be good as a team player, as a foreigner to work in the US. So the soft skills sometimes even more important, right? Oops. Oh, what did I do? Sorry, we're back. Okay, next slide. So, not this one. Okay, so here we are. And for the computer science program, we do have two concentrations. We offer concentration in software engineering and artificial intelligence, which is AI. So in the artificial intelligence concentration, it focuses on, development, the intelligence system of computers. And students in this area will be able to, learn courses like machine learning and deep learning, where you will train models to recognize patterns and make predictions. You will learn natural language processing, which is NLP, to make machines to understand and generate human language. We all use ChatGPT these days, and that is the NLP result. And you will learn about computer vision, which is to use, to teach computer to interpret visual information. Like if you want to search a picture on your phone and you put it in Google, and it will give you results, and that's part of it. And you will learn about robotics and automation, where you will create robotics and work in the physical world. So that's really very exciting. And for software engineering course, it's designed for students to develop, optimize, and manage large-scale software systems. So if you're interested in coding, in programming, you will learn software development and architecture. You will learn about cloud computing. You will build, cybersecurity and security software, and you will learn project management and quality assurance. So all the things that are needed for students to, to use in industries like technology, finance, healthcare, and even gaming. Okay, so what's a typical day would be like for a student of computer science at SNHU? So you might start learning, for example, operating system principles in your first semester, where you will learn how computer manage different tasks like running programs, handling devices. Remember, we do not require you to have any previous knowledge of this program. So this will be a good start for you to get into this industry and start to learn a little bit about it. If everything is new to you, you won't be left with not knowing or not catching up in the program. And in your next semester, you will go to maybe your concentration of AI, where you will see how AI is used in real life and understand its impact to this world. And maybe in your last semester, you will learn about database development, where you will build database and organizing information in an efficient way. So every class here is designed to help you build your useful skills in your future work environment where you will actually be using these kind of skills. And with a master in computer science, what your career path will be like. You will have so many career options to explore. So whether you're interested in programming, in software development, or data analytics, this degree will open the doors in many industries, including technology companies, research organizations, even government. Government needs a lot of people in the computer science area. And just give you some of the examples, like what kind of jobs or roles that you could be doing once you graduate. You could be a computer programmer, where you will write and test the codes for software and applications. Think about your iPhone, okay? You open up your phone and you can find different apps in the App Store, and you could be the person who's designing these app stores behind the scene. And you could work as a computer systems analyst, where you will help business improve their technologies and systems. For example, if you work for Google or Amazon, you will be their software, engineer or computer software analyst to help them to improve their website, to help their customers, and to complete their purchase. And you could be a database administrator, where you will manage and organize large sets of data. Consider yourself in a workplace like a hospital or education system. You will be managing student information, patients' information, all the database of people's data, people's situations. So this will be a good place to work as well. You could be a web developer. You could build website for companies, for organizations, or even for yourself, for your own business. And you can be a computer information and research scientist, where you will work on improving this type of technology or become a professor in the university. So all these will help you to get into the ideal career path that you hope yourself to get. And so that's all about, the computer science program that I can talk about today. So what's next? You can visit our website and reach out with any questions to your AECC counselors and start your application. We would love to see you to take this exciting step towards your future in technology world. A lot of the students will ask, once I become a student at SNHU, will I get any help? In finding a job, or looking for job opportunities or internships? Well, yes, you will be able to use our Career Development Center, where we have professional career advisors to help you to write your resume, your cover letter, which is, very specifically required in the US. If you want to look for a job, you have to write your resume and cover letter in the US style. And a lot of international students don't know how to do that. So you can go to this career advisor. They'll help you to polish your resume and will help to practice your interview skills. So that you won't get nervous or answer the questions in a bad way. So they'll help you how to answer the questions during your interview. And we do have internship opportunities and career fairs on our campus every year. And we do post a lot of job advertisement on our internal job board, where you will receive all these employers' information every day. And so a lot of students will ask, so how do I apply? Right? It's for SNHU, it's really just the 4 simple steps. First step is to complete your online application. It's online form. You don't need to print out anything. Just fill out an online form of your information, your name, your address, date of birth, your your citizenship information. And step 2 will be to pay the application fee. It's $20 for undergraduate programs and $40 for graduate programs. After that, you will receive emails from your admission counselors at SNHU to ask you to submit your documents. And you will do that. And until then, you do not need to prepare for any of the financial documents. You do not to prepare to go to your bank or send us your passport. Nothing is needed at this time, just your academic documents. And after you hear from us about your admission decision, so we let you know you are admitted. And then you can send us your financial documents, your bank statement, your passport copies. So that's happening after you get admitted. And for the immigration documents for your visa interview, we will need your passport copy and your financial documents. And that's the only 2 things that we need. At SNHU, we have different term starts for different degree levels. For undergraduate, we have 2 term starts every year. So you can apply for the fall term, which is in September, or you can apply for the spring term, which is in January. And for graduate programs, we have 3 term starts each year. We have the fall term, the spring term, and the summer term in May. So you are able to apply to any of these term start and start anytime and start at any term of the program. So don't worry if you missed spring and you think you're gonna have to wait till fall to apply. No, you can come in the summer in the May semester. So that will save you a lot of time. And just a little bit about the admission requirement. If you are a high school student right now and you are going to apply for your undergraduate degree, then it will be a very simple steps. First, we need to we will send you a email with a digital form. And on that form, you just need to write down your high school information and let us know maybe you have graduated from a high school or you will be graduating from a high school, and give us your graduation time. And that would be pretty much everything we needed. You don't need to send in your documents. We don't need your graduation diploma. We don't need your high school transcript. We don't need to know your high school scores. We don't need you to send in any resume, your recommendation letters. You don't need to write any essays. So just a digital form to let us know that you have graduated or will be graduating from a high school. And of course, we need English proficiency from you. So you can take TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, and PTE. You can take all these tests, okay? And send us your test score. We do not need you to take SAT. We do not need you to take ACT or GRE. We don't need any of these test scores from you. Just your English proficiency and your high school information, and you will be good. So that's really straightforward for undergraduate students. Now, for graduate students, it's different because we do have a GPA requirement for graduate students. Our minimum GPA for graduate degree is 2.75 out of 4.0. However, if you have a GPA between 2.0 and 2.74, you may be eligible for provisional admission. So you can say that our lowest GPA requirement is 2.0. But for the computer science program, we do need you to have a 2.75 minimum GPA. So how do we know your GPA, right? We don't need you to send your diploma, your transcript. We don't say what your GPA is, but we work with many of the evaluation agencies in the world. You can choose to work with any of these evaluation agencies to have your transcript evaluated. You may have heard WES, which is an evaluation agency. If you do choose to work with WES, SNHU will actually pay for your evaluation. So you will get your free transcript evaluation with WES. But you don't have to work with WES. There are many, many evaluation agencies. If you prefer one over the other, you can work with any of these as long as they are approved by NACES or ACES, as you can see here on the screen. NACES or ACES. These are the two organizations that you will find different evaluation companies that students can work with. So it's totally up to the students who they want to send their transcript to. But if you work with WES, it will be a free evaluation, just to say that. And of course, your English proficiency, we take TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, and PTE. Okay, and we don't need you to take your GMAT or GRE, no statement of purpose, no essays, no recommendation letters. You don't send copies to SNHU. You don't need to put anything in the envelope to us. We don't take your documents. So, you know, you don't need to prepare any of these documents for us. But if the evaluation agency asks you to send your documents, you work with them to do that. And we do take transfer students. What that means is that if you are already a college student, maybe you have studied for a year or two in your college, and you want to transfer to a overseas university, we do take transfer students. And to do that, you just need to apply and have your current transcript evaluated so that we know how many credits we can transfer you to SNHU. And you can complete the rest of the credits here at SNHU and receive a degree from SNHU. It's a very flexible transfer option, and it's worked on a case-by-case scenario. Okay, now this is the fun part. We talk about tuition and scholarships. For the school year of 2025 to 26, our undergraduate tuition is $17,010 for a year. So that's 1 year's tuition, $17,010 for undergraduate. And for graduate, the tuition for 2 semesters is $14,274. So that's just the tuition. And of course, there will be other costs like living, like housing and meals, insurance, books, activities, everything else, all including. It will be for an undergraduate student, you will be looking about, $34,500 to $37,500 for a year of study at SNHU. And for a graduate student, you will be looking about $33,500 to $35,500 for a year to study and live at SNHU. So that will be the amount that we need to see on your bank statement. Of course, you can find all of this information on our website with all the details broken down, like how much we charge for housing, how much you pay for meals, what your insurance will cost you. So all this detailed information will be on our website, and it's public, so everyone can see it. Now, about scholarship. we do provide scholarship for undergraduate and graduate students. So for undergraduate students, we may have some residential scholarship. What that means? It means that if you choose to live on campus, you will receive up to $2,000 of scholarship every year to go to your housing cost. So that's for undergraduate student. And it's not offered every year. What I know is that we will be offering it next year. I mean, for the fall 2025 semester, if you apply now, and it's a first come, first serve policy. So as soon as we give out all of the scholarship that we can, anyone comes after that will be without a scholarship. So I would encourage you to apply as soon as possible. And for graduate students, we do have a merit-based scholarship. So we need to know that you're doing well in your academic GPA. And that is a scholarship of a maximum of $4,000. It's a one-time scholarship, and that will be awarded over 2 semesters towards your tuition fee. The requirement is that you must have a GPA of 3.0 or above. And depends on what your GPA is, you could get between $2,000 to $4,000. And it's just a one-time scholarship. It's not renewable. But consider you will only be at SNHU for about a year and a half for your master's degree. So you won't be staying for over 2 years anyway. So it's a one-time scholarship. And I encourage you to apply for that if you think you are qualified. And lastly, I want to show you a video of our admission counselors, because as I said in the beginning of this video, I mostly work with your agencies. I work with AECC friends. I don't work with students. So when you apply, these will be the people who see your documents, who talk to you and email with you and let you know what documents we need. So here is the video of them.
Congratulations.
Félicitations.
فelicidades ومتاتو gozaimasu أهلا وسهلا ألف مبروك ومرحبا بكم في جامعة Southern New Hampshire University. Congratulations on being accepted to Southern New Hampshire University.
As an SNHU student, you'll build the skills to launch your career
And create memories and friendships to last a lifetime.
We have students from over 75 different countries. Our International Student Services team will work with students throughout their time here to really help the students get adjusted to life so that even though they are away from home, this becomes their home.
We can't wait for you to join us on campus.
Awesome. Okay, so this is our international WhatsApp. You can add them, you can scan the barcode and become our WhatsApp friends. You will be talking and texting directly with your admission counselor who you just saw in the video. Or if you use WeChat, you can scan that as well. And please get in touch with us. Okay. Any questions? So we'll open up the Q&A session now. If you have any questions, if you have sent anything in the chat, feel free to, jump off the mic and open your microphone and let us know.
So yeah, thank you, Daphne, for the informative sessions. So now we're going to jump to the question and answer sections. We can see the at the question and answer box, I believe there are a couple questions already there.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
the first one is already, can you explain more on the transcript evaluation? So they will evaluate your transcript whether you are able to apply for the program or not. Please clarify. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a great question. So about the transcript evaluation is, remember I said for graduate programs, we need to know your GPA. Our minimum GPA is 2.0. So how do we know that? The only way that we can know your GPA is to have your transcript evaluated and have your scores converted to the US standard, compared to the US standard. And so the evaluation agency will go through your transcript, will see what courses you have learned, what curriculum you have learned, how much you got for that specific course, and how that converts to the US standard. And so in that way, we can know what your GPA is over the past years. And based on that, we will make a admission decision. So once you work with a transcript evaluation agency, for example, WES, because it's free. So I'm gonna keep pushing it. Use WES. So they will you will send your documents to them or upload your documents to them, and SNHU will pay for your evaluation, and WES will send a report to SNHU to let us know this student has completed a degree in whatever university in whatever area, and their GPA is, for example, 3.5. So in that way, we know, what your GPA is, what your degree is, whether you have graduated from a college, which is a requirement. So that's the way that we evaluate and make our admission decisions based on this. And please do not send your like scanned copy or your self converted GPA to our email, because it's not considered official. We must have official records of your GPA. That's why we will only receive the reports from the evaluation agency that you choose to work with. We don't accept records sent by students or their counselors. They will just not be official. So that's about the transcript evaluation.
Okay, thank you. And I believe I have skipped two previous questions. So I
Yeah, no
think the
problem.
first one was I have a bachelor's background in mechanical engineering. Would it be possible if I apply for a computer science master's program?
Yeah, absolutely. So we accept all undergraduate majors to apply to any of the graduate programs we have at SNHU. We have computer science, we have MBA, the STEM MBA, and it has concentrations in like marketing, in finance, in sports management, in data analytics. And we also have Master of Business Analytics, Master of Accounting, Master of IT, Information Technology. We also have Master of Teaching English as a Second Language. So all of these programs are open to all undergraduate majors. Some of the programs may require you to take some foundational courses. For example, if you learned music in your in your bachelor's degree, you can still apply to the computer science program, but there might be some foundational courses that you need to take before you move further. For you, if you have a mechanical engineering background in your bachelor's degree, I think it's likely that you have already studied some of the foundational courses because they're like related. So I think you will be pretty good. Even if you're missing a course or two, we will allow you to take these courses before you move further. But in terms of admission, yeah, your background does not affect your admission.
Okay, so the second questions is regarding the scholarship, which we already discussed, and also is it fully funded? Is it advisable if I brought along my family during my studies to live in the US?
Yeah, that's also a often asked question by international students. So first of all, the master's program offers a maximum of $4,000. So obviously, it's not enough to fully cover your tuition and your living cost in the U.S. Um, that's why we don't advise students to totally depend on the scholarship to pay for their study in the U.S. But many of our students bring their families to the U.S. with them. Your families, you need to stay close to each other, right? So they brought their partners, their children, if they have any, to the U.S. It's totally allowed. You will have your student visa, and your dependents will have their dependent visa to come alongside with you. Um, it's just for students who have family coming with them. We would advise you to find your housing out of campus, because on-campus housing is not suitable for couples or for little children to live on campus. You just need to find your off-campus housing, and we have a lot of resources to help you find this housing as well. So yeah, totally bring your families to the US, explore, experience. If you have children, let them go to school here. That would be a good experience. So yeah, it's not a problem.
Okay, so now we move to the chat box questions. There are
Yeah,
already also a lot of questions there. So the first one is related to cost of living. Is it
yeah.
as expensive as in New York?
Absolutely not. New York is
Absolutely.
crazy. Um, so for New Hampshire, because we are in the state of New Hampshire, I want to point out that we are a tax-free state. There are only 5 tax-free states in the US, and New Hampshire is one of them. That means everything you buy will be without a tax. And so it will be cheaper than most of the other states in the US. So especially if you want to buy digital equipments like iPhone, your laptop, a TV set or camera, or even clothing or cosmetics. So everything will be cheaper here, and we where our campus is very close to a outlet. I don't know if you're familiar with outlet. That is a huge shopping plaza where many of the big brands will join. So you will find famous stores like Nike. I don't know what you guys know about, but like Gap or Polo. I don't know. Just the fashion brands, and they sell at a very low price at the outlet store, and we're just about 20 minutes from this outlet. So you can go shopping and go crazy on the weekend. You'll find the price here is, if not the cheapest, but a lot cheaper than many of the other states. And in terms of housing and meals, I think it's just about the same with everywhere else in the US. If you live in downtown New York, your rent will be crazy, but in Manchester, New Hampshire, it will be significantly lower. So your living cost is just compared to other states, especially New York City, it's very affordable.
So that's interesting.
Yeah,
So the student is not only studying, they have a chance or an excuse to go shopping too because of the
exactly.
tax.
Yes.
Okay, so for the next question, how does SNHU support international student who might be unfamiliar with the US education system and academic expectations?
Yeah, that's a very great question. So, for every student, not just the international student, we have a academic advising team. Um, that is a team of your academic advisors. They will, because a lot of students, they've never studied in the US, so they don't know, what should I do? How do I select my courses? Yes, I know I'm admitted, but where do I start? So this team will help you will have your one-on-one, you will have your individual counselor, advisor to have a meeting with you, sit down with you and talk about, this is where you have been admitted and these are the courses that we need you to take in your first year, in your first semester, and these are the requirements of these courses. And they will advise which courses you need to take first and which you need to take second. And some students say, I'm into my third semester and I want to look for internships. And your advisor will help you and sit down with you and chat. Is this a good time for you to look for internships? What areas you're looking? Which companies you have researched? Is this a good company? Do they have good do they have good name outside? Is this a scam? Maybe some of the students, because they're new here, they don't know a lot of the scams. So the advisors will give them enough warning and alert to prevent them from, getting to the dangerous areas. So you will have your advisors working alongside you throughout the entire study and working an internship period. So you won't be going solo. You won't be going without a advisor. You will always have someone there to tell you, is this a good decision? What's the plan is like. And I know some students might feel academically challenged in their study. So maybe, because of English programs, they feel that they're not catching up on class. They can't fully understand their professors. They feel like missing out on homework and they have a final exam coming up and they feel very nervous about that. So we have this one-on-one tutoring for free system. If you feel challenged, feel difficulty, feel hard to understand your courses, go to the tutoring system and we will have we'll have someone to specifically help you with your course, with your homework, set up your study plan and just catch you up with your coursework and help you with your coming exam, so you won't feel like left alone and like you're just there to fail your classes. We won't let that happen. As soon as we see that someone is challenged in academically, we will reach out to you or you can reach out to us and make sure that you are a successful student at SNHU.
Okay. We have a lot of questions now.
Yeah.
So the next questions is I have never been to the US, but I see many people on social media saying that it is not safe. So what is it actually like in
Yeah,
New
that's
Hampshire?
excellent question. We do get these questions a lot lately, especially with all the government change, the new president, the immigration sentiments here. And these are like going crazy on social media. So at SNHU, we are very respectful of everyone as individual, especially if you are an international student. Our campus is a safe and respectful environment. We you know uh, we honor everyone's choices regardless of their nationality, their gender or their religious options. um, we provide everything we can to make it a friendly and inclusive environment here at SNHU. Regardless what the government says or what social media says, we are our own community. And if you walk on our campus, you will see there are like emergency buttons everywhere on the campus. If you have a situation, a accident, or if you felt like you're not safe, there will be a button next to you, and you just press that button, and there will be security people coming to you very quickly, and they will help you with whatever you need. If you lost your key, you can't get into your room, you feel like, you get lost on campus, just press that key and someone will be there to help you. And I would say in general, New Hampshire or the entire New England area is different to some of the other parts in the US where are you know, like what you saw on social media, but New England is much better. And New Hampshire, because we're very politically insignificant, we don't get so much political sentiments here. Not a lot of things happening here, so it's really quiet. We enjoy our little community here. So like I said, it's one of the safest states in the US. I think it will be an ideal place to spend your studying time here in the US. Hope that helps.
Yep. So the next one is about part-time job for international students. So how about the opportunities for international students to have part-time jobs?
Of course. So international students can work on campus jobs. They are not allowed to work off campus, but they can work on campus jobs. During the school session, they can work up to 20 hours per week. And during holidays and breaks, they can work up to 40, sorry, did I say $20? They're up to 20 hours a week. And during breaks and holidays, they can work up to 40 hours a week. There are plenty of job opportunities on campus. For example, what you just saw the video, there's an international student works in the dean's office. So that would be one example of where international students can work. They can work to help in the dining center, to help in the kitchen, to help in the library, in the gym, to help students to work out, and they can help in the international student office. So there are many opportunities on campus for you to apply, but there are limited. We have thousands of students and only so many jobs. So I would encourage you to actively apply and get yourself some experience to work on campus. But I have to say, they only pay a minimum wage. So you can't rely on your on-campus job to pay for your tuition or for the living cost here. It's just an experience to earn some pocket money. For you to have some fun on the weekends, but they're not enough to pay for your tuition or your living cost here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Next questions is in Indonesia, computer science majors are mostly dominated by men.
Oh.
How is it over there? Is the gender ratio in class balanced? I imagine it might feel uncomfortable if the class is entirely male students.
That's an interesting question. I would say in general, technology see more male candidates. However, I can't say that's the fact for work placement, because in workplace, companies pay very careful attention to balance between different sex. So, if you are a female candidate, when you apply for a job, you have just the equal opportunity and chance as your male competitors. So if you go to a company, a technology company in a US company, you will see there are just about the same number of men and women working in that company. Sometimes there are even more women than men, because companies will specifically hire more female employees because maybe there are less candidates. But if you walk into a classroom, maybe yes, there are more male students choose to study in these areas. And as a female technology student, you may find there are more male students around you, but of course, there's female students as well. You won't be the only female student in class, that's for sure. So maybe that's the situation when you are a student, but when you go to workplace, it's everyone has the same opportunity, and companies have these policy requirement to hire a certain number of female employees, and so you won't be pushed out by numbers.
Okay. The next questions: how does SNHU support international students in securing employment opportunities post graduation, especially in high demand tech sectors?
Yeah. So as I mentioned previously, we have a career development center where we have full-time, very experienced career advisors. They will help you to start from polishing your resume to practicing your interview skills to researching internship and job opportunities with you together. They are very experienced career advisor. This is what they do every day. They actually do care if you can find a job after graduation, because they don't want the people to say, oh, I graduate from SNHU and I can't find a job. So their job is to help you to find a job after you graduate, and they'll provide all kinds of information and help that you need. They will keep pushing job advertisement to you for you to choose from. And they'll reach out to you, say, hey, we have these opportunities. These employers are looking. Are you interested? And if you are, they'll help you to start preparing for applying to this job. And a lot of the students will, start considering finding a job after they graduate. I would say no. You should start the day as soon as the day that you are a student at SNHU. The first day you come to our campus, you should reach out to career advisor. And because career is not just starting from your graduation, it starts from the very beginning. And so go to the career advisor's office and talk to them about your career outlook and your plan, and start preparing when you're a student, so that once you are a graduate student, you're already fully prepared. You have your resume ready. And as an international student, you will have this career service for free for life. So even if you have worked a few years after you graduate and you come back to SNHU to say, hey, I was a student here and I want to change my job. I don't like my current job. I want to look for something else. They will help you provide the same kind of advising service to you. And it's for free because you are a alumnus. And this is the promise that we give to every student.
Okay, thank you for answering the
Yeah.
questions. I believe there is last questions in the Q&A box.
No problem.
I have a bachelor degree from the US. Is the transcript evaluation still necessary?
Oh, actually, if you received your bachelor's degree in the US, you don't need to do the transcript evaluation. US colleges have a system of transcripts and diplomas within their own system. So everyone is recognized. So you don't have to go through the third party. It's only for students who have degrees from overseas. That if you have a US degree, then you will be good. You just ask your university to say, hey, can you send my transcript to SNHU? And they will do that internally, and you'll be good.
Okay, so thank you for the questions, everyone. We actually still have time, so if anyone would like to ask more questions, feel free to ask. Maybe we'll stand by for 2 minutes. If there is no more questions, then we can moving forward, and then end the webinar. So yeah, we're
Yeah,
still
sounds
waiting for
good.
your questions.
Yeah, these are all, I would say these are great questions. You're a great audience. You paid attention and you asked the best questions. So I really appreciate everyone here who joined us today. I know it's a late hour in your time. Maybe for someone, it's a special period of time. So I really respect that. And I'm grateful that you joined me today. Hopefully, I provided the information that will be useful to you. And I hope that you can consider SNHU as an option. Oh, thank you. That was very kind. Yeah, so work with your AECC counselor and they will help you to apply for SNHU. If you have any questions, work with your counselor and they can help you to connect with us. We're always here. Our website is updated. Feel free to browse our website. It has all the latest information, including our term start date, um, tuition details, cost details. We do have rolling admission. We don't have a hard application deadline, but we do encourage students to apply at least 3 months before the term start because evaluation takes time, visa appointment takes time, and you want to give yourself enough time because it's a cross country action. You don't want to do it in a hurry. So yeah, feel free to jump off your microphone and ask any questions if you have any. I'll be here for another couple of minutes, but yeah.
So yeah, I've seen no other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So thank you everyone for attending our webinar. A special thank you also for Daphne for sharing valuable
Thank
insights
you, Vito.
and answering our questions. So if anyone ready to take next step, don't don't hesitate to reach us. Yeah, thank you Akbar for the questions. And don't hesitate to reach us, your education counselor, AECC. We are here to guide your application process. So we look forward helping you achieve uh, your goals to study in the US. Have a great day, everyone, and see you in our next session. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Vito, for your help. Talk to you
You're
later.
welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.